I've gone ahead and changed the oil and the impellers on both of the engines to get ready for our crossing. And all we need to do now is go ahead and get the boat fueled up and we should be ready to get out of here. We are officially ready to go to Christmas Island.
Checked out of Indonesia.
A couple of people that I have asked, how do we fly our parasailer? Because we didn't add any winches or anything to the equipment.
Rob's actually got a 101.7 fever. What in the heck is this? Oh my gosh. You cannot imagine how, holy freaking cow.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds. And we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running. Nothing in our way. We got what it takes. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
Good morning. We are up, well, not early, but we're up early enough, and we are prepping the boat to head to South Africa. We're going to cross the ocean, so I want to go ahead and get the oil changed, get the impellers changed, and that way we don't have any issues on the way there, hopefully.
So I'm trying to get some work done before the crossing.
Does everything sound good?
Huh?
Everything sound good?
Sounds good. I've gone ahead and changed the oil and the impellers, the saltwater impellers on both of the engines to get ready for our crossing. It took me about almost 4 hours to get that done, but it's done. And all we need to do now is go ahead and get the boat fueled up and we should be ready to get out of here.
Well, and go get some fresh provisions.
Yeah, some fresh provisions.
Because our next port of call is Christmas Island, and I don't think there's much there.
Nope, and then Cocos Keeling, and probably not much there either.
For 22 days till we get to Mauritius. Now what are you fixing?
Fixing the fans.
These Kim Framo fans, just FYI, they probably have a 1-year shelf life because we run ours 24/7, so we understand the motor. But if you were going on a 3-year trip around the world and you have 6 fans, by
24?
No, by 18 of them, so you can replace each of the fans once a year.
And we had 12 kilograms of laundry, and that cost us about $12, so barely like $1 a kilogram basically.
We had our sheets done because since we're about to cross the Pacific and sheets get really nasty, we wanted fresh sheets for our crossing. And clean underwear and clean other, I don't know, it's just a luxury to have someone do your laundry. Holy niceness.
We're getting ready to check out. I've got a rental car today and we're fueling the boat. This is trip number 2. All we need is one more trip, and actually not even all of this. We only used about 40 gallons on each side. So
But tell them how long it's taking you for each trip.
it's about an hour each trip. So it takes me like to fuel a boat and then a drive into town to the station that has Dex. You can get Dex Light or Solar diesel, but anyway, Dex is what you want, but it takes me about an hour. It's about 20 minutes ride in there to fill it up, and then a 20-minute ride back, and then fill the boat. So
Davis and I stayed here and worked on a video and did homeschool.
and we're doing it 30 gallons at a time.
So Rob's, we're gonna do one more trip as a family, go get our provisions, and get ready to check out tomorrow.
All right, we are on the hunt for a new 20-liter or 5-gallon gas can because ours has a crack in it. Hopefully we can find one here in Indonesia. I don't think we're gonna find it though. I have found the perfect thing for Davis. This is wear and discard socks and wear and discard underwear.
Get out of town.
Just you can wear it once and just throw it away because they tend to disappear anyway. So instead of buying the expensive stuff, just buy this.
So if you need a Walmart in Indonesia, you're gonna look for Mr. DIY, pretty much a Walmart. Did you find a gas can? Well,
Gas cans. You want a Jeep gas can out of metal?
I don't think metal would do well on a boat.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to do well on the boat.
That's the only options.
That looks like the only option.
So we finally made it to a grocery store in Indonesia. But how do you bring those home? Like you buy them, are they like individual?
Yeah.
There's no box? There's some in a box over there. But we're back to the eggs that sit on a counter, which is my favorite kind. We
No
found
gas
Fruit
can here.
Loops. And we were told they didn't have UHT milk in Indonesia, but we've not had a problem finding it. Little last minute purchase before our big Indian Ocean crossing. We're gonna get a new TV because ours on the boat now is just absolute crap. 3,617,000
915.
rupiah. So what is that in American?
$221 US dollars and 12 cents.
And that's provisions and a 32-inch smart TV that we pray works with a travel adapter.
All right, it's prayer time once again here in Indonesia and Lombok, and we've done our checkout process. We've seen customs, we've seen immigration, and the harbor master's checked off on all of our stuff. So we are officially ready to go to Christmas Island.
Checked out of Indonesia.
And we've got, it wasn't so bad, $400 for them to check us out.
Oh, it was $400 to check out?
Yeah, it wasn't like
So
700.
everyone's worried, like we were concerned about joining a rally here because everyone says the paperwork to get in and out of Indonesia is like so difficult. But honestly, we hired an agent,
Yep.
Matthew at Kupang. He did everything. Yes, it took like a day to check in, but here like checking out was easy. So I don't think it was that difficult.
The Indonesian officials met us at the boat to perform a quick departure inspection.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Terima kasih. Guess we're leaving Indonesia.
We are out of here. Indonesia, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun, but we've got other places to go visit.
Goodbye, Medina Bay. It's been a great few weeks being here. So we just need to decide today if we're gonna we've checked out of Indonesia, if we're gonna just kind of slow roll it and maybe day hop. It's only 30 miles down to Bali where we're gonna meet our friend who is gonna be our buddy boat across the Indian Ocean. So we're just deciding if we're gonna go all the way down to Bali tonight or anchor somewhere.
Or just keep going.
Or just keep going. This passage isn't going to start off great because Rob started getting a cold yesterday.
Yeah, colds at sea are not fun. They're really not. I get choked up and everything, and I don't sleep well. And, you know, on top of not getting a lot of sleep anyway, that sleep that I get is even worse. So hopefully it goes over fast and I'm back to 100% in a day or so.
Somebody's not feeling so good.
Rob's actually got a 101.7 fever, so we are going to, yes, we've checked out of Indonesia, but we're supposed to meet our buddy boat tomorrow anyway. We're gonna just anchor up here at one of these Gili Islands or grab a mooring and let Rob sleep. Hopefully this fever will cook off. It's not dengue fever, it's more like cough, congestion, doesn't have a headache, no nausea, vomiting. So we're gonna see if maybe 24-hour rest before we set sail for the rest for 5 days in the Indian Ocean. How you feeling this morning?
A little better. I didn't take medicine to bring my fever down because I wanted the fever to kill off what was there. So I think that worked. And I broke my fever, about 8 o'clock last night? Mm-hmm. And so I feel a little bit better today.
So he took that, some vitamin C, colloidal silver, alpha-salicylum, and he's doing better.
Doing better.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
Because we've got, 5 days ahead of us?
5 days.
600 something miles?
Something like that, yeah.
Soon after we left the anchorage, we were sailing between Penida Island and Lombok. Unfortunately, we did not time our departure correctly with the tide, and we were met with unexpected turbulent waves.
Holy. Oh my gracious. You're in your underwear.
I don't.
What in the heck is this? imagine how, holy freaking cow. Oh my God. Jiminy. Gracious.
Waves for about an hour before the seas started to flatten. What just happened to you downstairs?
Oh, I got so comfortable.
Because you were sleeping in our cabin. The window was open, and these huge waves had a huge one crash on the port side of the boat, and we went completely over the boat and got into our cabin on the starboard side. Heck.
Yes.
And someone's reported this as being rapids. Like, they were not kidding.
Not kidding. But we're through it now, it looks like, so. Wow. That was crazy.
That was nuts.
That back bathroom's soaking wet. Day 2, and we're getting the parasailer out. We only got like 10 knots of wind. And it's from like behind us, so we're gonna get the parasailer out and do a little parasailing today.
Ready? She's up. So we've got 8 knots of wind behind us, and we're going 5 to 6 knots.
We're going 6 knots.
We've got our buddy boat Chinook about 6 miles behind us.
Pretty good, I think.
So we can turn the engines off.
Turn the engine off.
It's a beautiful thing.
And now it's quiet on board Paradise Falls. Yay.
This is sailing.
This is sailing.
We're just sitting here at dinner, and we're discussing the conditions for tonight, and if we've had a great day with our parasailer.
So I think we're gonna just let it fly. We'll keep an eye on it and everything, but hopefully everything is copacetic throughout the night, and they have no sail changes needed, and we just cruise through the night and cruise through tomorrow flying a parasailer, because it's such a nice little sail to have up.
Well, and we kept it up during the French Polynesia the Pacific crossing.
We did.
So hopefully tonight will be good. We just Rob spotted 2 small fishing boats that were not on AIS, and we're like 75 miles off the coast. And we're just praying that those boats are lit. Hopefully there's no more. We're 75 miles off the coast, so we shouldn't have any unexpected visitors. But
Hopefully not.
hopefully another quiet night. It's been a very quiet day.
Yeah. So check that out. We've got a fish on board. It is day 3, partly cloudy. The waves have been steadily growing, and the boat is all wet. It's because it got salty the other day, and now the sun hasn't burnt off the dew, and so the boat is just really wet right now. We are moving pretty good though. That big boy is doing its job. We're averaging 6 to 7 knots all night long, sometimes up to like 10 knots. The wind has been around 15 to 20, and the boat's been taking it really good. It's been nice because the seas are kind of behind us. So we've got waves coming. They're about 7 feet tall, and they're coming every 7 seconds right now. So they're rolling up and down like this, but it's also, you know, it's one right after another, and the boat kind of surfs down, comes up, slows down, and surfs down the wave. So we've been doing that pretty much all night long. The back of the boat is all wet. You know, we're not going anywhere where we can get a hose or anything onto the boat. So we're gonna be praying for showers sometime soon to rinse the boat off really good. It's so super dirty from being in Indonesia and just, you know, not having any place to really wash it down. And it really needs a bath right now. But, you know, hey, I guess it's boat life. But we have been doing pretty well. We've got a boat that's about 8 miles away from us right now. And we've got to get to here. So we've got about 300 miles to go to our destination of Christmas. And currently this is what our speed looks like. We got about 8 knots speed over ground. We've got 10 plus 8 knots of wind, so about 18 knots of wind right now, because the wind's coming from behind us, and this is not true wind, this is apparent wind. So we add our boat speed up when we're behind 120 degrees, because it's about where it's going to be. So, and yeah, we're heading straight towards it on a rum line, and hopefully we'll be there in about 4 days. And the reason I say 4 days is because we are due to get in right now, currently at the speed we're going, in the middle of the night. And the harbor master sent us an email and said, you do not come in at night here. You need to wait for daylight. So if you get there at nighttime, at dark, you have to hove to outside the port, and you have to wait until daylight because of ship traffic in the port. Also, you have to wait for just daylight to be able to see the reef and stuff like that that's surrounding the island. So we're gonna wait for that, and hopefully it'll be a easy in when we get in. So we've been flying our parasailer almost 40 hours now.
It's been fabulous. She is
really nice. I mean, we've been flying, but
we've been going between 7 and 10 knots, which has been phenomenal. And like,
yes. However, we can't arrive at night where we're going, so we're gonna drop the sail and put out the jib, slow the boat down. And but a couple of people that I have asked, how do we fly our parasailer, because we didn't add any winches or anything to the equipment. We're just using the standard winches that come on the Leopard 45, but I'll show you a little bit about what we did. We added 4 pad eyes. We added 2 here in the front on each bow, and so you can see the one over there. It's not being used right now. It's only used whenever you're flipping back and forth. And then we run the lines back to 2 other pad eyes. It runs back to another pad eye here, and this pad eye goes up to, this is the spinnaker block that comes on the boat. It's automatically with the boat whenever you buy it. So we just ran it through the spinnaker block and then into the helm, and then we used 3 winches. The center winch is lifting the parasail up with the halyard, and then the right winch, and then the winch for the German system for the boom is on our port side here. So that's made in our port side, and then that's how we set our sail up. All right, we're gonna go to the other side here. So this is starboard side. We do have the block up front and the block back here. So this is our block back here, and it comes up again into the standard equipment, which is the spinnaker blocks here that go back into the helm. You see that where the green line is, that's on one. The center one is our halyard, and then the red is our port side. So if we wanted to drop the sail and move it to the other side of the boat, like if we wanted to jibe, we would actually have to douse the sail and put it up on the other side. We don't have guy lines on both sides to actually do that without dropping the sail.
so it just takes maybe an extra 20 minutes to do that.
Yeah,
Where did
20,
you
30 minutes.
get the hardware that we mounted?
Yep. So the only hardware that we actually mounted was the 4 blocks on each side.
Do you remember where that came from?
Ordered them from Defender.
All of it came from Defender?
I think most of it came from Defender. And we've got about 100 miles to go, so we need to drop a parasailer and slow the boat down so we can arrive during daylight hours sometime tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and get that done. It's a little rough outside, so we got our protection on, and hopefully we get this down with no issues. Officially arrived. Well, we're offshore right now, and the sun hasn't even come up yet. We timed. That was weird. We are here, Christmas Island. We have made it. The sun hasn't even come up yet, so we're a little early, but that's all right. We can see it lights up, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. 5 miles to go, and we are at Christmas Island. Not too shabby. We cut just about a whole day off our sail by flying our Oxley parasailer for almost 2 days straight, almost 48 hours total. But she did fantastic. We had a 200-mile day the other day, just like Shannon said. We have just been moving along quite steadily. Once we dropped it, we needed to slow the boat down, and we slowed it down perfectly to arrive here just at daybreak. Port control, port control, port control. This is Sailing Vessel Paradise Falls.
Welcome to Christmas Island. After 4 days at sea, we have arrived at Christmas Island, and this is very reminiscent of the island of Niue in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It's kind of like a rock, and there's only a certain amount of moorings, and there's only 2 moorings when we get back, so our buddy boat Chinook is still on their way in. They should be in the next couple of hours, but just, you know, these places in the middle of the ocean that you sail to, sometimes they only have limited... Great.
What?
Sometimes these islands in the middle of the ocean only have a limited number of moorings, and if you sail all the way there and they don't have one available, you just gotta keep going. But we are very thankful. We're gonna go on shore at 9:30 and meet Border Force, Australian Border Force.